It's been crazy. I had a birthday. I'm 25 now. Bow in the face. My ex is now dating a big ass, old ass, ugly ass, cave beast, Urugu, Neanderthal Tom, totally complexion individual. So if y'all thought that I hated white people before, all white people are racist. Each and every one of them. How do you get that, girl? How don't you get that, girl? Why don't you connect the dots? Connect the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It makes a horse. Remember those little drawings we used to make with the dots? Amazing. I miss being a child.
Susan Wojcicki, please do not ban this black supremacist from YouTube. My defense of a black supremacist.
Mr. Reagan.
So the CEO of YouTube is Susan Wojcicki. So this video is for her specifically. Susan Wojcicki, I would like to plead, a right-wing conservative Republican straight Christian man, for the retention of this YouTuber, the ideas of whom I utterly disagree with and reject. Please allow this guy to remain on the platform. Okay, now before I get into a full swing defense of this maniac, let's talk about gold. Did you know that when the stock market collapsed in 2008, gold rose over 20% year on year for the next 3 years? And we've had an incredible bull run on the markets for 10 years, but it may be over. Many investors aren't aware that they can put their money into something different besides the stock market for their IRA or old 401k. Nobody can predict when the next financial meltdown will hit, but wouldn't it be smart to look at your options? Did you know that you can put physical gold and silver into your IRA? And yes, you'll get a tax break on it. Noble Gold has been helping regular people just like you to roll their IRA or old 401k into physical gold for years. And they have an easy 3-step process to get it done quickly and safely. It isn't complicated, it takes less than 10 minutes to do it. Then you can stop worrying. So if you have questions or want to learn about how you can protect your IRA with physical gold, give them a call at 877-646-5347 and tell them Mr. Reagan sent you. Rolling your IRA only takes 5 minutes, and they have a whole team that'll help you complete the paperwork. Get the free gold and silver investment guide and learn more about how you can avoid the risks of the stock market with physical gold. 877-646-5347, or just hit the link below and get the information for free, or go to noblegoldinvestments.com. Okay, back to the supervillain, Ghazi Kodzo. Now, I don't know if this guy's actually being removed from YouTube, but he said that YouTube contacted him and told him that this was happening. So I'm going to take him at his word.
So if you have not found out already, basically my channel is going to be deleted. I kind of knew this for a while now because a lot of weird things have been happening with my channel. I was given a notification that I was not able to go live for 3 months because they're viewing my channel as some kind of hate speech. Then after that, I was given a notification that I was unable to post videos for a month. But when I was looking at my channel on the account, it said I was in good standing. So it was like good standing, like the most goodest standing. I don't know the actual phrase or the thing. So when I looked at it, it said that I was in great standing. So I was like, how am I in great standing, but I can't post a live video? And my channel's being looked at for, inspected for hate speech. It's gonna take you 3 months to decide if it's hate speech or not, and I can't go live. So I was like, okay. Then it said, okay, Ghazi, you can't post for a month. I looked back at it, it said that I was green. And then I got this notification that my reach has been shrunk because of hate speech. And I was like, girl, what hate speech? What hate speech? All I'm telling white people is that they colonize us and they colonize us. Damn. You see, this is how white power contains the status quo.
All right, before I get into why I want this guy to stay on YouTube, I'd like to first go over who he is and what he's all about. The guy's name is Ghazi Kodzo, and all the videos I've seen of the guy are just straight up racist propaganda. He considers white people inferior, criminal. He says that every white person is racist. He believes white people all owe reparations to black people. He believes black people are all superior, entitled to everything, and that white people should all be subjugated, etc. This is pure hatred, pure racism, pure craziness, okay? This is the kind of stuff that would have been instantly banned if it had been a white person talking about black people, but whatever. Let's put YouTube's double standards and hypocrisy aside for a moment because this guy is fascinating. I first heard of him from Sargon, who posted this video about him.
Aquavi, y'all.
Well, Aquave Black Hitler, let's do it.
And here is Jesse. Come on, Jesse.
Uhuru.
Uhuru. It's called Black Power in White Face. All right, Jesse, read one of the lyrics. Oh, wait, y'all don't even know who this man is.
Clearly he is your slave, and because you have arms like twiglets, it's clearly voluntary on his part. He is obviously some kind of self-hating hipster.
He is the president of...
Uhuru Solidarity Movement.
And what is that?
The organization of white people under the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party.
Under the what?
Leadership of the African People's Socialist Party.
Under the what?
Under the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party.
From this toilet seat complexion individual.
What are you smiling at, you f***ing hipster? He's talking about people like you.
Okay, here's Macklemore.
Wait.
Yes.
Now.
Here's Macklemore.
Oh yeah, this is a totally healthy relationship.
The best video that you can watch about Ghazi is by Blair White. Blair is a center-right trans Trump supporter, which is truly unusual, but also fascinating. Anyway, Blair had challenged Ghazi to a debate, which he agreed to, but then subsequently issued a list of demands so absurd that it essentially equated to him dropping out of the debate.
Today we're talking about Ghazi Kodzo, aka Black Hitler, as the internet has named him. Now, Ghazi is the most racist person I've ever seen on this website. Ghazi thinks that white people should not be able to adopt black babies.
White people, come here. Stop adopting black children.
He believes that black people killing cops is an act of heroism.
Cop killers are black heroes. That is an act of self-defense. How dare you put us through 500 years of colonialism, 500 years of slavery, 500 years of oppression and killing our men, women, and children left and right, and you expect nothing to happen to you? It's just not going to go that way anymore.
He believes that white people should pay reparations to black people, and he also has a pack of spineless, just the most beta, cucked, loser white people who follow him around, and they pay him.
Now, you owe me some money. Okay, you owe me reparations.
Absolutely.
Why is that?
Because every freedom that I have and have taken for granted for my entire life has been made possible by wealth that my ancestors stole.
Good. Uhuru,
Uhuru.
what your name is?
Jackson.
Uhuru Jackson, you owe me reparations.
I do.
Why that?
Because I have benefited from the wealth that was stolen from you.
All white people owe reparations, though.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ain't that right?
It's true.
You owe me reparations.
Correct.
And I want it. When do I want it?
Now.
When do I want it?
Now.
And you gonna get it for me?
Yes, indeed.
Upon watching Blair's video and learning about this, I went on Ghazi's YouTube channel because I couldn't find him on Twitter. Maybe he got kicked off, I don't know. And I posted to him a challenge. I posted a challenge to Ghazi as well. I would debate him, and I even offered to donate $500 to his racist, anti-white people organization. So that was just yesterday. We'll see if he agrees. I haven't heard back from him yet. If I don't hear back from him, I'll try challenging him again using another means of communication. Hopefully we can get this guy's attention and we can have a fun and entertaining exchange. Now let's get to the reason why I think this guy, whose views seem truly insane to me, why I think he should stay on YouTube. And this is the part where I am directly communicating to Susan Wojcicki. Susan, we need the crazy people on YouTube. It is imperative that we know how crazy the left can go. I also think it's important to see how crazy people can go with the anti-vax stuff and the white supremacist views and the Jewish conspiracy stuff and, you know, all the kooky things, because we make fun of them, okay? Let us do the counterpunching. You don't have to. We will regulate ourselves. And you might say, well, what about the people who never watch your counterpunch? And to that I say, if you don't let these people on YouTube, their followers will find them somewhere else. Those who seek extreme content will find it. Look, I understand censoring people who are calling for lynching all white people or something like that. But so long as they're not explicitly advocating violence, I say let them speak. This guy thinks black people are superior. He thinks white people need to pay reparations. He is clearly insane. But that's okay. Let him make money. I'm okay with his insanely small fandom because the backlash against him is far larger. These extreme people drive people away at far greater numbers than they pull people in. If you don't believe me, look at this article. This is a rally in which there were 9 participants and 600 anti-KKK protesters. In another rally in Boston in 2017, 50 or so white supremacists were met with around 40,000 protesters. 40,000 versus 50. Okay. And you see this over and over and over again. A few white supremacists or KKK guys announce a meeting, and then 10 gazillion protesters show up. This happens in England, in Germany, in Australia, pretty much everywhere that there are 3 or 4 white supremacists, there are tens of thousands of protesters to show how much they hate hate. So I say, let everybody speak, even the crazies. And look, right now we know that you are sort of unevenly targeting the right. And that's bad for a lot of us who are getting the collateral damage. But that's actually kind of good for the right in general. Because if you're being extra cautious with what you guys would call right-wing extremism, but you're sort of letting the left-wing extremists go, the only extremism people will see on YouTube is left-wing extremism. We'll see all these left-wing crazies, and everybody on the right will start to seem pretty sane. So you're going to end up pushing everybody to the right unless you balance out the equation. But by balancing the equation, I don't mean use heavy-handed censorship on both sides. What I mean by that is be better targeted. Don't just enact this broad, sweeping censorship on the right, and certainly don't do it again now on the left. Just kind of minimize your censorship and let more people speak. Because look, racists are ridiculous. The hate-driven purveyors of identity politics are always going to inspire people against them far more effectively than they will attract anyone. So I say, Susan, let this kooky black guy speak. Save the Ghazi Kodzo channel. Let him sling his nonsensical BS and let the rest of us laugh at it, download it, make new videos about him, and give us the evidence we need to show the world that these crazies on both sides, do in fact exist. Well, that's it for me. If you like this episode, hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, please subscribe. And if you hate me, you probably watched my disastrous debate with Destiny. Although I think I made a lot of great points in that video, and although I think Destiny mostly just weaseled out from actually contending with pretty much anything I said, I do think that I went into the debate a little weak. I thought I could reason with a guy, and so I took a tactic of trying to be kind and polite and reducing the conflict between us in order to facilitate steps toward mutual understanding. Clearly, that did not work. It's a great strategy for a one-on-one debate with somebody privately, but it's the wrong strategy for a public debate because the opponent wants to look strong and will often just obfuscate. So I learned my lesson. Next time, no mercy. Good night.
I am eternally optimistic, and I happen to believe that we've made great progress from the days when I was young and when this country didn't even know it had a racial problem. The goal for all of us should be that one day things will be done neither because of nor in spite of any of the differences between us. Ethnic differences or racial differences, whatever they may be.